I had a few experiences like that with roommates, but it wasn't any sort of vengeance, it was just poor hygiene. James Gangl, you're up next. This is our, sorry, how do you say it? Your last name?
Gangl, you did it.
Oh, I did it. Okay, I thought you muttered it. I thought you muttered a different pronunciation, and I felt really embarrassed.
I just said yeah, it was exciting.
All right. I asked James who his partner in Revenge would be, and he said Inigo Montoya. In the death of his father. That's the second time tonight for Mandy Patinkin. Apparently he's a good guy if you want to get revenge. Alright, so before we go into our second break, we're going to have James come to the stage. This is also his first time since last March, I believe. Yeah? When he came and did 2 nights in a row for Love Lost. And his story tonight is Dennis is an Asshole. Everybody welcome James back to the stage.
Dennis is an asshole. Feels really good to say that out loud. I didn't expect Dennis to be an asshole because Dennis is an old man. He's also the Aboriginal chief of a Peruvian tribe in the deep Amazon. But Dennis, you're an asshole. That feels so good to say. I didn't expect Dennis to be an asshole, you know, because it started out so well. This just happened like a month ago. I got back from the deep fucking Amazon, like literally, you know, canoeing through trees while it's flooded and there's rubber trees and shit happening. And we kind of like open through these woods and little Aboriginal girls are dancing along the path, welcoming me, you know, saying things in Spanish that I don't really understand, but I just imagine it's like, welcome, we love you, welcome. And so I come into this village and it's fantastic. I'd been in the deep jungle for 5 days and I meet Dennis, this asshole, you know? I didn't expect it, because he's this old man, big belly, kind of limping. He meets me, and I learned a little bit of Spanish, so I say, Los Amazonas es muy hermosa. Very, very beautiful. And he says, oh, sí, Canada es muy frío. And I said, sí. And he said, are you peacekeeper? And I said, yeah, totally, peacekeeper, right? Wicked. So he gives me a key. I haven't seen a key in 5 days. You do not get keys to anything in the deep Amazon. There is not, when you go on a tour of the Amazon, it is you with a bunch of people that follow you around and point out neat shit, okay? So I get this key and I'm like, oh, fuck, I have a key! So I go and see where I'm staying, and it's a lodge. It's nice, way nicer than the places I've been in. But you know, it's rainwater plumbing. There's no electricity. There is a door with a handle that continually falls out. It has a lock. And there's these windows with like mosquito meshing, right? Like yeah, like just plastic basically. And there's a hole right by this window that's like can fit a body through it. Like it's a full hole right by the door. So I think, great, I go in there, you know what, I'm in the Amazon, I'm gonna be cool, I'm not gonna do this Western thing, I'm gonna leave the key on the night table, you know, peacekeeper, no sweat, right? So I go, there's a lot of, honestly, I want to tell you all about the Amazon, but I'll just do snippets of my treks, okay? So I go out to the deep Amazon, poisonous snakes, get back. Okay, it's only 7 minutes, so that's the poisonous snake segment. Poisonous snakes. I get back and I'm like, oh, okay, great. I get to the door and it's locked. And I think, oh shit, okay, no big deal. I go to lunch, and at the table is this key. And Dennis comes out and he says, you take the key with you. Right? And I'm like, in my head, why? Por qué? I don't say it though, because what the, I'll take the key with me, no big deal, peacekeeper, right? So I go back to the thing, the thing being my lodge, and at this time, I don't want to take the key with me because I'm going on this trek. Alligator catching. And I don't want to have extra shit on me, so I leave this key behind a candle, so it's out of view, you know, no big deal. Close the door, and I leave, right? Alligator catching. Get back. It's locked. And I think, oh, shitballs, you know what? Maybe I locked it behind me, so I crawl through that hole in the window, and it's dark, and I'm stubbing my toes on stuff, and finally I get to where the candle is, no key. Balls, right? So I go to this dining hut, and the key's there, and Dennis comes out and he says, "Yo, lock the door, and take the key with you." That's a East European accent. I can't do Spanish. Can't do Spanish. Okay, and so I'm like, yeah, okay, I don't know why, but no problem, peacekeeper for sure, okay? So I go back and I start preparing for my night adventure. Night alone in the jungle in hammocks. Fucking sloths, poisonous snakes, tarantulas, piranhas, tons of things. Okay, great. I get back in the morning. Oh, no, this is a key part of the story. Okay, so, thanks for pointing that out. Yeah, you missed the whole key part. Yeah, fuck. Okay, so before I leave, right, I don't want to take more shit with me, so this time, for sure, okay, lock the door. Put my hand in through the door and hide this key underneath a knapsack. Get good. Door locked. Secure, whatever reason, it's fucking taken care of, okay? So I go on this adventure, million mosquito bites despite my fucking banana hammock mosquito malaria free zone. Didn't matter, I was just disgusting. Okay, great. And I get back, and I get to my lodge, and across the mesh windows that had that huge hole is this massive plank of wood just nailed in, sealed in, right? The doorknob that had fallen out is falling out on the steps. There are loose screws and nails on the steps. The board is bolted over where I had hung my wet underwear, you know, to dry out the night before, so I have to like pull them free from the board, and I think, what the fuck? Seriously, Dennis, you are an asshole. Because what would he would have to have gone, realized it was locked, gone in through the thing, tossed my room over, found the fucking key, got his tribesmen to fucking put this thing bolted in over my undies. For fucking who? There's nails on the stairs, you dick! Not for my security, asshole. So I'm stewing on this as I leave. And I take that fucking handle that keeps falling off, right? And you know, Peruvian Aboriginals, they're short little Ewok-y people, okay? They're small people. And so in the rafters of this lodge, I keep like tossing up 3-pointers until that little handle thing, gets stuck. And I, fuck it, you know, they are not going to be able to scampi up there without real laddery things, okay? And then I think this is not enough, so I leave and I lock that door, and above that board there's another mesh window with a small hole in it, and I just chuck the keys across the room. And I walk back down to where I'm waiting for my boat. I wait for my boat, and Dennis is like, where's the key? And I say, oh, I left it in the room. Great, so he goes scurrying up to the room, and I'm placing my bag in this boat, and he comes back down, and my last image of Dennis is him just muttering to himself with a huge hammer with a thing to pry off that fucking board, right? So I'm boating away, and I can just imagine that guy, that fucking asshole, having to scampi through that window to undo that lodge. And I thought to myself, you know what? No matter what, people are people, and there are assholes everywhere. Some of them Canadian peacekeepers, am I right? Thanks, guys. If you like that, you can follow me on Twitter, James Gangl, like the James Gang with an L at the end. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.
There's nothing to say after that. Everybody take a 15-minute break, and we'll see you back here for the third act.